Before we begin, all I have to say is wow. So it's Halloween season, which can only mean one thing: Paranormal Activity. So the latest installment of the Paranormal Activity series was really quite interesting. For those of you who said the movie sucks, I want you to go out there right now during the middle of this hurricane and go stand in the middle of a highway. Okay, so the movie wasn't really as scary as the other ones were, but it had a very interesting story, and that's the reason why I went to go see it. So the movie picks up right after the ending of Paranormal Activity 2, except this one, it had a few bits and twists in it, but you know, that's what made the movie good, at least for me. Now, for those of you out there who are incredibly stupid, let me give you the list of orders in which you should watch the Paranormal Activity movies by. It goes 3, 2, 1, and 4. I mean, for obvious reasons. 3 is the prequel to the first one, and then the second one's the prequel to the first one. Not only that, but you know, the first one's technically the original one, and the second one is almost as if it's a sequel to the first one, which picks up, and this one, which takes place after the second one. Yeah, I know a lot of arithmetic's involved, so bear with me on this. Now, I'm gonna sum the movie up like this. Children are fucking creepy. Katie's back, Hunter's back, we have a brand new family, you know, we have some twists, we have some turns, but overall the story was good. The story follows as this. Katie moves in with a little boy named Robbie. Nobody knows who Robbie is. Everybody thinks that Robbie's Hunter from the second movie. So a lot of people get that confused because they think that the little boy that they see in the movie is actually Hunter when it's not Hunter. That little boy is Robbie. He is just somebody being used as a tool to obtain Hunter, which is the little boy in the other family. Hunter is pretty much the adopted child within the other family, and Katie moves into this neighborhood. I don't know how the hell she tracked him down. She must have had that demon power stuff going on, but she moved in. Her ultimate goal was to take Hunter back, well, find him and then bring him back to the dark side. I feel like I'm talking about Star Wars here. Pretty much take Hunter back to the dark side, and they needed a virgin sacrifice. Now I'm gonna get to that right now. The little triangle with the circle in the middle, that was pretty much a part of the coven. The coven, as you guys saw in part 3, was a satanic cult. They needed a virgin sacrifice in order for them to complete their coven, in which case they used the girl from this movie to complete their sacrifice, which was, you know, the overall completion of the coven. So pretty much it was convert Hunter back to being a possessed demon kid monster thing, and just pretty much take the girl and use her as a sacrifice in order for them to complete their ritual. And I'm gonna ruin it right now because I really don't care. There will be a part 5 at the end of the credits if you actually stood for that, because a lot of people were like, boo, this movie sucks, I'm just gonna leave because I don't even know, I don't know good movies. Towards the end of the film, after the credits, you see a man walk inside of a store. You don't really know the environment, you don't know where he is, but you have that feeling that it is a Hispanic environment because he was talking Spanish. So the guy walks in, he's filming inside the store, he's like, whoa, like what's going on? So he sees these things in the back of the store. It's sort of like witchcraft stuff. So pretty much the camera guy gets all spooked out. He's like, whoa, you know, like whoever owns the store is a satanic, you know, devil worshipping psycho. So the moment he's about to leave the store, a lady just comes out of nowhere. She just like comes out of left field like. So when that happens, it's like everybody in the movie theater is like, blah, like, oh, it's a lady. I'm just like, okay. So what's going on? So pretty much the lady after that, she just goes to him and she tells him in Spanish that this is only the beginning. So pretty much Paranormal Activity 4 sets itself up for another one. But will it involve Katie? I don't know. Will it involve Hunter? I don't know. But if it does, it's going to be a little confusing because it made sense. Paranormal Activity 4 made sense because it was a continuation. They finished off the story. They told everything that needed to be told. You know, the coven, you know, the satanic spirits, the demons, the coven, everything was summed up in one. And towards the end of the movie, the little girl, she gets like attacked. That was actually the best part of the movie because as she got attacked in her own home. I'm not gonna, you know, ruin everything, but she got attacked in her home. She pretty much ran out the house. She ran across the street where Katie lived because that's where she's seen Toby and Hunter, you know, go one day on their little, you know, little childish adventures. I have no idea. I'm not a child, okay? I don't go inside people's houses, you know. So pretty much, she goes inside the house. She's looking for her dad. She's looking for somebody. She's looking for help because pretty much she got thrown out of her closet by a demon and got dragged out. I don't know what happens. There was so many things that were not shown in this movie that they showed on the trailers that I was pissed about. Like, I wanted to punch the person next to me. That's how pissed I was. But pretty much, she goes in the house. She sees her dad being thrown across the wall. You know, he gets dragged into the hallway. and that's it. You don't see him no more. So then she turns around, she looks toward the ends of the hallway, and then you see Katie just standing there, and she's like, oh my god, don't hurt me, please. And that's when like Katie just guns at her, like just her face changes into like some sort of a demonic spirit. She slams the door. Katie busts down through the door. The little girl jumps out the window. Who does she run into? She runs into her stepbrother, Hunter. She runs into Hunter. She's like, oh my god, we have to go, we have to go. And then if you're looking at Hunter's face, if you're looking at the poor kid, you see that something's wrong with him. He's just looking at her like, no, bitch, no. So pretty much when that happens, the girl just looks to her left, and what does she see? She sees an entire army of women who are either possessed or, you know, just infested with demons. I don't know, but when you saw that image, you knew right away that they were a part of the coven. They were a part of the satanic cult, because toward the end of the third movie, you saw that there were these women. There were these women dressed in black, and they were just, you know, just heartless and soulless. And pretty much they were the coven. So I'm thinking that these might be the descendants of those women, because, you know, how else would they be there? But that was Katie's coven. Katie was the leader of that specific, you know, cult. So towards the end of the movie, when the girl sees that, she gets so scared, she turns back around, and Katie just snatches her up, and that's the end of it. There is no text in the end that says, you know, Barney went missing. There was no text in the end saying that Mitt Romney won the election. It was blank, done. The credits came in, and then after the credits, you saw what you saw, and you saw what I just explained, you know, with the guy walking in the store. Pretty much sets itself up for part 5. Now, there were a few things that I did have a problem with in this movie, but I just don't understand how you people can sit there on your asses and say, well, this was the worst movie I ever saw in my entire life, blah, blah, blah. You know how many movies out there that have been made that are far worse than Paranormal Activity 4? I'll give you one example, Dragon Ball Evolution. That was like the worst movie I've ever seen in my entire existence, period. There are movies that were made in the 60s, and the 70s, and the 80s, and the 90s, and the 2000s. There were so many movies that were far worse than Paranormal Activity 4. So how could you sit there on your ass and complain about this movie? I do not have any idea. Either you're going in this movie stupid as hell, or you're going in this movie without a fucking clue. You know, and then I saw this girl, she was sitting in the theater with her boyfriend and a whole bunch of other chicks. So she's sitting there and she's like, oh my god, so like, why are these demons doing this? It's like an army of demons. Oh my god, why is the boy doing this? Why is the boy doing that? Hello, are they gonna hear you through the screen? It's a movie. It's a fucking movie. Why can't you just sit there on your fake ass and just enjoy the motion cinema? Paranormal Activity 4, it could have been longer. It felt kind of short. It was like an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, what can you do? But it wasn't the worst movie, but it wasn't the best Paranormal Activity either. If I had to rate this movie from 1 to 5 stars, I'll probably give it maybe a 2.5. I mean, the story was good, but the actual overall movie, it didn't really, you know, draw me in as the other ones did. I mean, granted, I am a Paranormal Activity fan, but, you know, for somebody to sit out there and say, this movie sucked, you have no idea what you're talking about, because number one, you either never saw the movie or you just don't care about the story, because people go into these movies sometimes expecting to be scared. No, you can't just walk into this movie and say, gosh, I can't wait to be scared. Oh boy, oh golly, I can't wait for this movie to scare the crap out of my pants. That way I have crap sliding out of my drawers. No, there is no movie nowadays that can scare anybody. Because when you see a horror movie that's being made and it gets released, a lot of people are saying, wow, you know, that horror movie sucked. I thought it was supposed to scare me. No, horror movies aren't meant to scare you at times. You know, it's supposed to creep you out and make you go, wow, like that was disgusting. But do they really intend on making the movie so horrifying that it will just, you know, scar you for life? Maybe. But nowadays, as we're getting older, we come to realize, like, wow, horror movies nowadays, they don't really scare us. So for those people who go into seeing Paranormal Activity expecting for them to be scared, you deserve one big smack to the face and just get the hell out the theater, because I don't know what you're coming in the theater for. Seriously, either you're coming in because of the trend, oh, it's Paranormal Activity, all my friends are going, so I must go too because I have to be cool. Either that, or you just go there just to waste your money. So, la-di-da. Paranormal Activity 4, if I had to recommend it, I would say go watch it. I mean, you have other choices as well. You have Sinister, you have Silent Hill. I never saw Silent Hill, but I heard it was bad. But you have Sinister, so if I would recommend seeing Paranormal Activity 4, why not? You know, if you've seen the other movies, go see this one just so you can enjoy yourself. But if you've never seen the other Paranormal Activity movies, then I wouldn't recommend going, but that's just my opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and let me know if you guys are Paranormal Activity fans or not. If not, why? If so, why? Also, everybody, don't forget to check out my friend John at ACP Gamage, link in the description below. Check out my friend Omar, once again, link in the description below, Contagious Viper. If you're a gamer, like I said, we have links in the description below for those of you out there who are gamers and you want to check out our gaming content. If you're a music fan, rap, hip-hop, pop, whatever, if you're a music fan, check out our music channel at UnrealEnt Music, link in the description below. We're going to be bringing you guys tons of new stuff, so just stay tuned for that. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, rate my video, and if you don't, I'm gonna find you. And when I find you, I'm gonna choke you out with an iPhone charger.